Up next, we have the TCU Horned Frogs, who in 2013 went 5-7 after getting shellacked in the national championship game by Georgia following the 2022 season. 2024, they recovered. They went 9-4 in Sonny Dykes' third season. They did not finish ranked at 9-4. And it was a good season because they started out 3-3 and they ended up 9-4. So they went 6-1 down the stretch. That included a 34-3 win over Louisiana and then Mexico Bowl to close out the season. 9-4 was a good record. Unfortunately, they didn't have any wins this season over a ranked team. They didn't play a single team that was ranked this year, though SMU ended up being a playoff team and beat them 66-42. This was a monster passing season for sophomore quarterback Josh Hoover. He threw for almost 4,000 yards and 27 touchdowns while leading the country's number 8 passing offense.
He almost had 400 yards against SMU.
Yeah. But the flip side of that was they really struggled running the ball. They were 113th in the country on the ground.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, looking at their rushing leaders for most of their games, they started out good against Stanford, 81 yards, but Cook, 58, 35, 24.
Yeah.
No, it's not great.
Right.
You know, they improved from the previous year. They got a little bit better. They won their bowl game. Unfortunately, they did get blown out by SMU. So I don't think it was a great year by any stretch of the imagination, but not a terrible year.
Right. I think it was an important year for Sonny Dykes in particular because his first season they went to the national title game. Like, you can't start any better than that. And then the next year you have a losing record. You don't even get to a bowl game. And people already question, well, was that one season a fluke? Because you got beat so bad in the national championship game. Like, was that season just really a fluke?
It was.
And, at least I think they answered a little bit that, yes, this is a solid program that should be a contender in the conference going forward. Maybe they're not a national title contender again, but they should be a solid team.
Yeah, I mean, and they could get themselves back in the conversation easily nowadays with transfers and NIL and all that stuff. And just with the way the conferences are structured and extra playoff spots, give them a couple seasons, get a good recruiting class here and there. Sonny Dykes, I mean, he seems like he's a really good coach. So they have potential. There's some upside there.
Yeah. So, like I said, I thought it was an important year for them to get right. I gave them a B+ for this season because, like I said, I think it was important for them to show that they were getting back on the right track. What did you think, bro?
Yeah, so since, they didn't really have any truly impressive wins, it was just kind of a solid season. Good, not great. I ended up giving them a C+.
All right. So they did go 9-4. They were bowl eligible. They had a winning record. So their record grade was a B-, and their final grade for 2024, the TCU Horned Frogs from the Nitro Show, get a grade of B-.